All right, so let's talk about shipping and sending items from your digital store to your customers and the process from start to finish about what it takes to actually run an online store, ship about 25 to 40 orders a day, the gear you need, the strategy, the organization, all of the software, everything included so that you can be a master shipper for your e-commerce store. I'm going to run you through literally a full process of what I do pretty much on a daily basis to ship all of my orders for my website that's doing about 1,000 orders a month, so about 30 orders a day. I'm going to run you through everything that it takes, and we're going to give you the top to bottom. Let's check it out. Hey, what's up? I'm Zach, and I run an e-commerce store, and I make videos about small business growth and how to use marketing, digital marketing, sticker marketing, kind of just ideas about business to grow and scale your business. These videos come out every Wednesday. I talk about a lot of interesting ideas that I've learned, lessons that I've learned, mistakes that I've made. So go ahead and subscribe, keep coming back. And hopefully I can share some stuff with you that will help your store grow or help you become a better marketer. And today we're talking about what happens after you market your items and you're actually shipping them to your customers and the process of what it takes to actually ship things from a room like this through the internet to your people. So we're going to run through all of that. Definitely a lot of information. I'm going to go into a lot of details. All the links are going to be down below about what I use, some of the, like the scale and the printer, the software, all the tools, and really just the whole process of what it takes to ship. So let's get it started. So today I'm going to be shipping and showing you how I do everything out of this room. This is a spare bedroom in my house, and I've recently just started shipping full-time from here. About 3 years I was shipping from a warehouse. That was what one of my recent videos was about. So check it out, why I switched from print on demand and warehousing back to here. But I'm going to show you how I use all of this and this over here and all of my organization and some of this stuff here to ship all of my items. And so it's going to be a lot. I'm going to shoot with this camera. I'm going to shoot with the GoPro. You're going to see some behind the scenes of what it actually takes. But definitely let me know if you have any questions about this. I would love to answer this. I did not find this video when I was shooting, when I was trying to figure this out for myself. So I'm going to give you some of the details that I missed out on. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into really the first step in what I'm about to do to start shipping. So I use a Shopify store, and I originally started shipping with just the native Shopify integration, and it's pretty good. But as I was starting to get more orders, it was not enough to grow with it. It was taking too long. I was doing a lot of the same processes again and again. And so I recently switched to ShipStation. They have a 30-day, or if you look around, you can find a 60-day trial for ShipStation. And I've started recently using them. They get a lot of love on the internet and are one of the cooler people to do this. It just seems like ShipStation is kind of the go-to. And so definitely check out ShipStation. This is what it looks like inside of the platform. So you have kind of all of your insights, your orders, your shipments. It's really well organized to help you do this as efficiently and as quickly as possible to ship out all of your items. And so basically this is my first step. I start everything with ShipStation because this is going to tell me how many orders I have. Like I have 67 orders to ship right now, and it takes about 2 to 3 minutes an order. So this is going to be about, let's say, 200 minutes. This is going to take quite a bit of time. It's Sunday night and I didn't ship yesterday or today. So now I'm catching up, like I said, about 30 orders a day. And so once I come here, this is a great start because it kind of gives you an overview of what you need to do. Once I'm in ShipStation, one of the things that I like to look at are what are the orders that I know I've already marked as having their own shipping details. So I know that I can quickly knock those out and not spend too much time on figuring out how much they weigh or what the bag that I need to use, or is it going to be I've done these before, so I have them kind of categorized. So I go through, they're usually the ones that are only have one item in them. not the multiple because I can't see. And so these, I'm basically going through and just highlighting all of the ones, and then I'm going to add them to a batch, which is down here, which is going to allow me to batch print them and pay for all of the shipping and everything. And so one of the cool things about kind of my business is that I sell a lot of single items, but they're really small. So I can ship and package some of these things really quickly because they're not, I'm not having to fold anything, or they're not heavy. They're really like, hand size, so I can put them into a package really easily and then bust out a lot of them really quickly. Now, when it gets to the more complicated orders, that's where it takes more time. But I'm starting here real quick with all of the simple ones. Now I have all these easy options selected, and I'm going to go up here to batch, and I'm going to add them to this batch. So it's going to create a batch of 29. Eventually this is going to be all my items, so I can ship them all at once. It allows for group processing, which is a great option that Shopify doesn't have. You have to do each one manually. So I went ahead, and I think that's one of the better options for ShipStation, or why I choose ShipStation more, because they have this batch option. So now I have all these in here. For the sake of this video, I'm going to select a few of the more complicated ones so you can see what that also takes. But I want to show you a little bit of the flow of how packaging all of this stuff works. So I'm going to actually hold off on some of these more complicated ones until after the video, or maybe later tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the simple ones so you can kind of see this process. So jumping to some of the more complicated ones, let's say it says multiple, which means there's multiple items in this order. Here, for example, we have 2 flags. So I know that each of those weighs about 3 ounces. So 2 of those is probably 9 ounces. I'm using USPS first class, and I have these custom packages here, which you can choose for size and weight and things like that. But it just helps me also think about what I need to package. It doesn't come out, customer doesn't see that, but it helps for deciding things. I don't think UPS matters so much. They're not going to really measure the size and weight. I think that's more UPS. But for now, we're going to go ahead and keep busting through these. And it shows up and it gives you the rate right here. So it's a live rate. So if you kind of bounce this down, it refreshes and it's going to give you a lower rate. And so sometimes it's just a couple ounces apart and you can end up paying a little bit more. Maybe it's only, 10 cents or 50 cents, but over 60, 100, 1,000 orders, all those little bitty cents add up. So I'll try to get as close as possible to figuring out which weight to use. And then I go up here and I just add it to this batch. You can see that it pops up right here as in a batch. So let's look at this next one, 10 button pack and stickers. That's around that, first class, and black poly. Let's do the smaller one. And so it's basically just a lot of this, of going through and looking at, what these different options are. This is a flag with some buttons, 25 buttons. Go through USPS first class. It's a lot of repetition. It auto-populates, boom, add it to the batch. So we're going through and just kind of looking at adding all of these. And we're going through kind of looking at adding all of these and categorizing them so that they get the right amount of shipping. So sometimes I come to an order where I'm not sure exactly how much it weighs. So for example, this is a lady's small shirt with some notepads and 10 pins. So in that case, I have to pick up over here. I have to look for a small. Go to the scale. Just to calibrate. Put this on. It said 3 notepads. Those are right here. I'm almost sold out of these. It's probably one of the last orders. And then the 10 pins are right here. 3, 7, 10. So it's under 1 pound. So I go back. So I go back, I add the weight here, which is, let's say 14 ounces, add USPS, add the correct thing, packing order, and boom, there we go. A lot of that up and back and measuring and not sure how much it weighs and getting up and running around. My mic died on my lapel. So I'm just gonna keep shooting this and I'm gonna keep filming and talking about this, even though it's probably not gonna be as sexy of audio, but let's keep going. Let's keep talking about shipping. So I have these handy bins here right next to the desk because I'm constantly reaching for sticker packs or the black sticker packs or these bags or different orders. So these stay all here. This is where my flags are, and then I have more flags underneath here because I'm constantly reaching for those. And then over here I have my buttons and my scale and my printer and some of the other items, more flags. But this is where I'm constantly like grabbing for this over here and bringing it down, and then grabbing over here or running over here and looking inside for shirts. So it's all really fast. I can move around here really quickly. I'm not having to run to another room, which is nice. I'm definitely going to outgrow this pretty soon, but having everything kind of close to you is definitely important for efficiency. Okay, so I validated all of these. I fixed the shipping issues, the package type, and now it brought me to this page where it's going to actually charge me for the services. I have a negative balance at this point, and this 39 orders is going to cost $158.89 to ship. This all goes through stamps.com. So when you sign up for ShipStation, you get a stamps.com account, and it just integrates. It's great. Choose the ship date, which is Monday tomorrow, and then I'm going to pay for all of this. It's going to go through ShipStation, stamps.com, tell me I don't have enough money. Didn't do that this time. I bought it, and now I've bought all my labels. Pretty easy. Way faster than Shopify. For printing, I use the Rollo printer and it works great. I got it from Amazon. I'm going to drop the link down below. I have a couple of friends that run businesses. They use this printer. It works really great. I recently started to try the UPS method. There's a UPS free. You can get all of these from UPS for free. So I'm about to try that as soon as I can figure out how to hang this thing. But for now, I use the perforated ones that come from Rollo. They work great, except I'm probably going to run out or get really close to running out. So I always have to order those. I order about 500 at a time, and they go really quickly. So they end up printing out the packing slip, which is nice, and then also the printing slip, the postage slip. So I put that on, they peel and stick, and you put it on the front of your packages. So it works really well. So let's go check out, hit print on here, and let's see what the Rollo does. I have to plug it in to the computer. I go up, turn it on and off just to make sure that it is going. It's really close to here. It's going to probably interfere with the camera, but let's go ahead and hit print labels. It's going to send to the Rollo, and hopefully they're going to come out. There we go. Sometimes I like to fold them like this, so I know that the packing slip and the order are there together, but I end up ripping them all apart anyway. But this is kind of the waiting process of waiting for them to print. Cool. So they didn't use all these up, so I'll probably have enough to maybe finish this batch. But this is nice. Just kind of. Whoop. Oh no, there's an error. Wonder what the error is. Ah, interesting. I wonder what caused that. I didn't think that this would be. Huh. Interesting. I'm not quite sure what that was about. You saw that red button. I haven't seen that before, but I just hit it and it reset, so it's continuing to print. Hopefully they're all the same. I'm gonna double check, because the worst is to go through and figure out that you were wrong and something was wrong and you like double packed all your orders or something like that. So let's double check on these to make sure that they're all correct. So up until now, this has been all really easy, just going through ShipStation and where it aggregates all the orders. Then I send it, I go through that process, buy the stamps, send it to my Rollo, those print out, and I break them down. So it's really not that complex, but it just ends up taking time. Working on getting better at systematizing that, but so far that's what it looks like. And then now I'm going to take all of these and put them onto packages and grab all the stuff and put them in there. And so that's kind of the next step, is actually now packing the orders. When I first started shipping all my items, I wasn't sure about what kind of packaging to use, so I just went on to Amazon and bought a bunch of different types. I had a blue one, I had some white ones, I had different size black ones, and then I ended up with these poly bags too, so I tried mailers. I even had some cardboard ones at some point, but I really settled onto these kind of matte black mailers. They're super cool. I have a couple of different sizes of them. They stay kind of over here, but these are for the small orders, the big orders, and then even these really big orders over here. So these are the ones that I pretty much use for everything. I'm trying to get rid of some of the other colors, but I really love these black ones, and they're pretty much what everything gets shipped in. And they look really clean when there's a white Live a Great Story sticker on them after all this is done. So the link for these is down below. I have 39 of these, and they're going the same amount, and it's not messed up. One of these I messed up on and accidentally did media mail, so I need to remake this. But now it's time to ship all of this into here. So I cruised through the first batch and I finished it all up. It was the easiest stuff, so I'm actually going to move on to the next thing. But one thing I forgot to mention is that I like to track all of my hours so that I know how much time I'm spending on shipping and all the other roles of the business. And so I use something called Toggle. It looks like I've been working for about 2 hours today on all of this stuff, an hour and 43 minutes, but I like to keep track of it. So that's how I know how much time. It ends up being about 2 to 3 minutes per order averaged out. The stuff that I just did was a lot easier and a lot quicker, but the other stuff ends up taking a lot longer. So this next session is going to be more. Let's see, I have, let's see here. I'm going to check how many more orders I have to go, and then we're going to keep going. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. Looks like I have another 29 orders. This is going to for sure take at least another hour. I'm going to try to get started and bust out as much of these as possible. On my packing sheets, it actually shows up with the coupon. So if someone is a new customer, I can see that they used that welcome coupon, and I'll go ahead and write them a note that's like, hey, welcome to the Live a Great Story movement, and I sign it with my name and founder. Hopefully that adds a little bit of inspiration to people, getting kind of a handwritten note from the founder, and of course using the Live a Great Story pins. Put it in the bag, put in Some sticker pack, shirt, packing slip, extra buttons. Seal it. Press all the air out. And a sticker on the bag. That's what it looks like. One of the things that I've started doing is adding stickers to every order, and so every order gets extra stickers and now even buttons, because before I couldn't do that at the way that I was using my warehouse, and so now everything gets buttons, and then also the outside of it gets a sticker. Gotta have a beverage. It's about to be a long night. So I ran out of labels, as it happens, and I need to now set up my UPS deal to try to make it work, and this is how I kind of rigged it. So check it out. I used this shoelace, and I just tied it up here with these hooks, and I'm gonna feed this through, and it should just spin, hopefully, and work. So I'm gonna kill these last couple of these and then try this out for the first time. It's kind of shaking everything. So these are the rolls from UPS, and they're free, so I think I got like 900 of these or something crazy for free, which probably saves about maybe $40, but they don't come perforated, so I'm not sure if they're gonna actually rip or not, but if it's pretty seamless, then it should be a good move. So let's go ahead and try this out. Not bad. Let's go for a couple of them. All right, my toggle is saying that I've been doing this for now almost 3 hours. The filming has definitely taken a little bit longer than expected to ship, so that's probably not the most accurate representation of shipping, but all of this has definitely taken quite a while. I have about 2 of these up, have all of these, obviously fixed this. This is rocking. This is all the paper that I'm throwing away. But it's been quite the time to ship all this, and this is what it looks like to ship from all the orders and running the Shopify store and shipping out about 30 orders a day. So hope you learned some of the things, see what it looks like behind the scenes, and let me know, drop any questions below. Let me know if you have any questions about shipping or e-commerce or marketing. Check out the rest of the videos. Keep coming back every Wednesday. Catch you next time.